Hi everyone, welcome back. This is going to be a short video as we're really just continuing to work on something that I introduced to you last week, the research prospectus. Quick update on the assignment that you turned in on Friday. Those are taking me a little bit longer to give extensive feedback on, and I especially want to provide some feedback on how you're interpreting sources and how you're citing things. And so you'll get that assignment back either tomorrow night or by Tuesday afternoon, and I'm going to send that to you via email because it's hard to see feedback if I just update it on Blackboard. And so look for that in your email Monday night, or by Tuesday afternoon you'll get those back. So this week we're working on something that I introduced last week, the research prospectus. If you have any questions, read through the assignment directions again that are on reposted in this week's folder. And if you didn't really watch my advice closely in last week's video, go back and watch that again. And if you have any questions, just email me and I'll get back to those questions as quickly as I can. But a reminder, you're turning it in Friday, 11:59, just like our other assignments on Blackboard. And there's a place to turn this in our Blackboard folder for this week. Another thing that I'd like you to do, because for the week following, we're going to have individual meetings to talk about your prospectus. And so I'm going to grade those pretty quickly. And I have a Doodle link here for you to sign up for a time. Someone's already signed up here. But I've tried to include as many times as I can in either in the afternoon or the evening. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have meetings available from 12 to 1:30, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I have evening times for you to sign up from 5 till 7. If the times that I have available here aren't times that correlate to your schedule, just shoot me an email and I'll be happy to accommodate your schedule and meet at a different time. All these times are central time, just in case you're a distance student, maybe are living in a different time zone. So just keep that in mind. And also, if you're not a registered distance student and are on campus and just taking this as an online class to try to accommodate your schedule, and you want to meet with me in my office here on campus, just let me know, and I'm happy to be in my office and meet with you face to face there. So just let me know if you'd rather do that. But make sure to sign up for those one of those meetings sometime this week. What I'd like for everyone to be signed up by the time they turn in their assignments on Friday. Please don't sign up just a couple hours before a meeting's actually scheduled. Because I'll be grading those kind of throughout the week, and I want to kind of set up my own sort of grading schedule. There's no way that I'll be able to get everything graded by Monday morning. So if on Monday you decide to just sign up for something at 12:30, and you just do that an hour or two before our meeting, chances are I probably won't have that graded in time. So please sign up for a meeting by the end of this week so I can organize my grading schedule for next week and have your paper prepared to talk about when we actually meet the following week. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Takes 2 seconds to sign up, so please do that as quickly as you can. All right, the one other thing that I just want to show you really quick, I want to point out just one more database. If you're kind of struggling to find, especially for those of you who are using newspapers as your primary sources, if you're struggling, I'll introduce you to just one more database here, which is called LexisNexis Academic, and I'm zooming here so you can see what it looks like. I just searched for it just by putting in Lexis, and you'll see it pop up right here, this LexisNexis Academic. Open this up for you. I'm not as big of a fan of this database, and it's one of the reasons why I didn't show you, wasn't one of the databases I showed you the very first week, but for some of you it might be really valuable, especially if you are looking for articles that are more recent, because this link generally goes back into the early, I think, 1990s or so, so it won't be as good if you're looking for articles in the 50s, 60s, 70s. But again, like some of the other search databases, let me cancel out of this real quick. You always want to go into the advanced options so you can narrow down your search, especially with dates. And so let's maybe do, I know some of you are doing hurricanes, and I know that some of you are doing kind of some of you are doing Hurricane Andrew, which I think was August 1992. So let me put this, okay, click on a date. Then let's go into September to round out the search here, 1992. 30th. And so this source means a specific publication name, so I would leave that blank. Down here, you can narrow down the content type, so it'll also search law reviews, which probably won't be helpful for a lot of you, but feel free to keep that clicked if you want to look at it. Company profiles, probably not useful for us. State and federal cases, maybe. You can certainly search those if you want, but just for us right now, I'm just going to stay with newspapers here. Hit apply, and I'm going to search for Hurricane Andrew. And you can see that it brings up a lot of good sources that that we might not have found before. And actually, I said that it only searched back to the 1990s. I don't think I'm mistaken on that. It searches back farther. But I'll show you some of the newspapers that pop up here with Hurricane Andrew that we don't have access to through the ProQuest, which I was newspaper databases, which I showed you before. And so New York Times is still here, just like we had before, but USA Today, Tampa Bay Times, which would be good for Florida searches. It doesn't have the Miami Herald like some of you would like. This Herald here is an Australian newspaper. But it does have some different newspapers that might be useful for us. St. Louis, Missouri newspaper, which might be good for some of you who are doing tornadoes that might be in the Midwest. But again, another database that you might be able to find some more articles if you're struggling right now. So use that search database and just see what you find. One of the reasons why I don't like it as much is because it'll just bring up the HTML text, and it's not going to actually show you the actual kind of PDF of the newspaper, but it's still useful for you. I mean, you might actually like this, more than I do, which is perfectly fine. This is just personal preference. Use the databases that get you the stuff that you need to be able to write this paper. So again, just another option for you to kind of continue searching this week for primary sources and start to get a reliable pool of primary sources so you can really start writing this paper after we meet about your prospectus the following week. Okay, so again, short video because we're just continuing with some things that I introduced last week. If you have any questions, always email me. Remember to sign up on Doodle for the prospectus meeting the following week. And I look forward to finishing grading your short intro to research assignment, and I'll have that back to you Monday evening or Tuesday afternoon. And I look forward to reading your prospectus.